In this video, I spent 50 hours building the Eiffel Tower in Minecraft. You're in for a doozy. Now, I did this for one reason, and that reason is copper. Now, with the copper update coming out, well, actually, it's probably come out by now, but, I decided to build the one structure that is giant, made of copper, that was made by France, that is renowned through the world. That's right, the Eiffel Tower. Now, those of you who are going to say that the Eiffel Tower is made of iron, it is made of iron, but it looks orange, so I'm making it out of copper. Now, if you're wondering where I got all of this copper, it's from the new/old structure. I can't tell anymore. It's from the trial chamber. Yep, all the copper comes from trial chambers, which I'm now going to have to mine. Now, if you're wondering how many trial chambers I had to go through, that is a very good question, and you will find out soon. But I think we should probably get on with this and begin by mining. Yep, see, that is a lot of copper. And then also it is quite a few tough bricks. Now, there are ender pearls. I did not know that ender pearls could spawn in these things. I don't know why I go to the nether anymore. I guess for blaze powder. But other than that, you really can get ender pearls other ways now. But we just mined a bunch of copper, and that is the amount of copper in a chest. But you know what's better than that? There's double chest of copper. So that took a very long time to mine. But anyways, now we have a double chest of copper, and we can finally start with the project. Even though we actually will not be using a double chest of copper, or any copper, to be fair, for quite a while. In fact, we're going to start off by using tough bricks to make these 4 pillar sort of things. They're the base of it. But yeah, that took quite a while. But now, yeah, this is going to take a while, isn't it? That took half an hour to build these 4 things. But now, time to grab some copper, of course. Saying copper so much, aren't we? But this spider did attack me, so it got lynched. Yeah, so now, at this time, I placed the first block of copper. And you know what's going through my head at this point? Do I really want to spend a bunch of time placing copper? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, baby. So, at this point, we have started. Now, do you know what 9 stacks of copper looks like? That's what 9 stacks of copper looks like. Now, those of you who are going to say, that doesn't look like 9 stacks of copper, that looks like 4. That's 9 stacks of copper. I agree that it only looks like 4. I agree that this is going to take an insane amount of copper. But yeah. Oh yeah, then the IRS showed up. Now, those of you who are going to say, that's not the IRS, those are pillagers, that's because, think about it. They show up at your house, demand money for your life, and have ranged weapons. This is the IRS. But they're always watching, so pay your taxes, guys. Pay your taxes. But now we have to get the rest of the copper from the chest. This is going to take a while. But, that is about the amount of copper, I think. That's about the amount of copper. We are missing a little bit of copper. There's like 3 stacks left. Yeah, and with these 3 stacks, I'm going to start a new one because I want to start another leg, I guess. But yeah, that's a chest full of copper. That is a chest full of copper. But now time to grab another chest full of copper, so then we can say it's a double chest full of copper. See, we're going up in the world. We're slowly but surely making our way there. Now, oh wow, look at that clutch. I'm getting better. I'm terrible at clutching, so you should be happy that I've made 2 so far. But anyways, when I connected them, I ran out of copper. Well, I only take 9 stacks at a time, so I didn't really run out. I'm gonna need to go grab more. But I did not connect them, so it looks really weird. That looks much better now. That looks better. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. That's half of the base. And did you see that creeper? I hate creepers. I'm actually going to show you how much I hate creepers in about like 5 minutes. But then the IRS showed up once again. I'm thinking about buying peace with these guys eventually, but I really dislike them. Just look at them. They have huge... No, actually, no. They have large noses, but so do villagers, so I don't know what I can say. They even left us their soul bottle. Their bottle full of the souls they stole from the people who couldn't pay taxes. But anyways, this is a double chest worth of copper. I'm saying copper so much. If you say it like 50 times, it no longer sounds like a word. Who would have thought? But yeah, that is a double chest worth of copper. it's getting close to being a trial chamber worth, but it's not there yet. So yeah. Yeah, time to go get the rest of the copper. And as you can see here, we have some copper in the chest, and then we also have some copper that we just mined. Now, the copper that we just mined is quite a lot, but time to take this, and I wanted to add more storage, because we're getting so much copper, and I hate taking like 3 trips to take it from the house and back. I still do have to take 3 trips because my inventory isn't that large, but this looks pretty cool. This is almost a trial chamber worth. I think I have like 5. Yeah, there we go. That is a trial chamber worth of copper. If you have ever wanted to know how much waxed copper is in a trial chamber, there is this much. I'm not using the blue stuff. Yeah. But there are mangrove trees. You can have a mangrove tree in a trial chamber. I did not know that. I think that that is honestly really cool. I was gonna take one of the propacules. I think that's how you say it. But I might take it later. That would be cool. I thought about using the oxidized stuff, but then I realized I would have to use 5 axe durability without unbreaking on every one, which would take quite a while. And then I'd also have to get wax. I made a bee farm, but I did not want to do that. So then I got a map to a trial chamber. And this is lovely, isn't it? That's actually one that I haven't been to. Well, I've only been to one so far, but I continue to gain ones that are just the same map. But it only took me like digging to bedrock 3 times to find this one. So now that we are actually finally at the second trial chamber, guess in the comments right now how many I'm going to go through before you learn at the end. But anyways, that is another double chest of copper. It's sort of pretty. I'm gonna see it in my nightmares later, aren't I? But it is sort of pretty. Well, anyway, now time to start with the 4th and final leg. It's gonna look pretty cool, I hope. It's gonna look pretty dumb right now because it's not connected. I have to fix that right now. Actually, I'm gonna do that right. Yeah, that's better. That's better. There we go. Yeah, that looks reasonable. Now we're gonna take some copper, but we also are going to take some of the tough bricks. Things are getting tough, you know. That was a terrible pun. Why didn't I make that? But now with the tough bricks, we're going to make a floor because we actually need to make a floor on the 1st floor and the 3rd floor, no, and the 2nd floor and the 4th floor. So yeah, there are actually 4 floors, each of them getting smaller. But yeah, now we have that. So we will be able to, so we made the floor. But now we made another map. And this map, I have not been to this. So now this will be the 3rd trial chamber we have been to. I've already cleaned out 2. I've already cleaned out 2 trial chambers. There is a dungeon in this one. That is awesome. I did not see that. I've seen like, I play a world a lot. I see like 3 per world, I guess. That is just awesome. Well, anyways, that's what it looks like. I have a bunch of copper that I can add. But before I do that, I'm putting a chest up here because I hate going up and down. Because I take 9 stacks with me to go and build. And then if I have to do that, and then I have to go to the bottom, and then I have to go to the top, and then the bottom, and it's just annoying. So now I have stuff up here, which is lovely. But before I continue to build, I think I should take a shot from far away to show you how stupid this looks with only one of the things. Look at that. That's so dinky. Why is it looks so tiny? But when we add the rest of them, it might look mildly okay. I hope. I hope. Please. Well, anyway, now we have more of the copper, and the IRS, of course, had to show up again. This time, I'm going to practice peace and violence. Freedom. They're all fine, don't worry. They're just going back to their last spawn point. See, I'm trying peace. I tried to negotiate. He did not want to negotiate. He wanted my money. Well, anyway, that is the 2nd floor, which is like, what is this? That's like half of it? Maybe like 3/5 of the way done, I think. Well, anyways, now we need a new trial chamber map. But sadly, this trial chamber map, I'm going to move over to the side. Yeah, I've been to this one before. Now, if you're wondering what the Eiffel Tower looks like on a map, it looks very yellow. Why is it this color? Who designed the map colors? Because they are not good. They're not good. Why did people do that? I'm going to move back over here. All right. Oh, that's better. Yeah, so then we had to go to a whole nother village because I hated getting it repeated again. Well, anyways, now we have a new map, and this one is about 500 blocks away. I would rather have it 500 blocks away than be one I've already been to, because one 500 blocks away still has copper in it. But, you know, after a little bit of searching, I was able to come across this, and I had one thought going through my head. There are 2 spawners there. I will take anything as long as they're not baby zombies. Gosh, I love baby zombies, don't you? They're actually I think they might be my least favorite mob, other than creepers. I hate creepers. See, there's actually a trap here. I think it's cool that they added traps to these. That's just honestly awesome. But anyways, I went to mining all of the copper, and you know what? I don't need diamonds. Yep, I don't need diamonds. I have enough, please. Please, no more. But the game wanted to give me diamonds. I should have taken these. But I don't have fortune on my pickaxe. And if I don't have fortune on my pickaxe, I don't know if I should mine them. But anyways, I'm not here for diamonds, I'm here for copper. Those diamonds are actually still there, I did not take them. They are still there. Well, but I did see this diamond pickaxe, and I think I did take them. Because, like, that's sort of useful. I don't have a fully enchanted pickaxe yet, so that's sort of nice. But we have now reached the cloud layer. If you're wondering how high the cloud layer is, it's really high, or at least mildly high. I don't know the coordinates. But anyways, here I made a montage of about half the times where creepers blew up my stuff. This is only like half the times where creepers blew up my stuff, in case you're wondering. Like, just look at this. What am I supposed to do against all this? What do I do? They just look at that. What? No, come on. It got the Enderman too. I had a sandwich in my mouth while I was doing that. What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to... Look at this. I walk away, and it still blows up. It's just, why? What is the detonation time on this? This one is especially stupid, because look at that. Both of them blew up. The first one blew up, but it blew up far enough away that it launched the other one next to me, and then the next one blew up. What is this? Well, anyways, I finished it now. Well, not finished it, because now I have to build the stairs, and of course, the glass. Also, I'm totally adding glowstone, because I do not like creepers. I do not like them. Well, but, you know. I thought that about an inventory full of materials would be enough for the stairs. I was wrong. I'm going to have to clean out the 4th one. Oh, look at that. What the heck is this? That's crazy. What? Alright. There's a dungeon. This second dungeon I have found attached to a trial chamber, and it has an enchanted golden apple. What is this? That's awesome. I am genuinely happy to hear that. Well, anyways, I got most of the stuff back. But, you know, the IRS came next to my village. I can't have the taxation without representation. You can't. Don't hurt my villagers. They're giving me maps. But, you know, I think I should take those guys out later. But this skeleton, look at this. Half a heart, and then he jumps down and shoots me again. That was so close to that skeleton is an MVP. That is a great skeleton. I was not happy to see him, but that was impressive. And there we go. We've finished all the stairs. Now we just need to add glass and, of course, glowstone. So there's 1 stack of glowstone. But if you think that's enough, it's not. 2 stacks is not enough. I don't want to mine any more, though. So here's 2 stacks of glowstone. And that is the materials that we have. I got a lot of sand because there is a lot of glass. So much glass. But anyways, here is what it looks like when it is finally completed. Here's what it looks like at night. Sort of cool, I think. Sort of cool. But anyway, here we go. First on our stop, we have the baguette store. We have some ovens over there, a nice bit of storage. And then also we do have a bunch of wheat to make some nice baguettes. Oh, lovely. I love baguettes. They're so lovely. But anyway, here we come up to the first set of stairs. Now, I'm going to cut out most of the stairs because there are a lot of stairs. The first and second flights are not that bad. But anyways, up on the top, we have some nice chairs and tables, as well as a view in the center, as well as a nice balcony view of the thing on the side. That's just lovely. Then some of this does have a bit of roofing, so that is nice. Then after these stairs, not many stairs, but still stairs, then we come up to here. There aren't any chairs up here, but it does have a nice balcony. It is pretty high. You can see the village. Look at that. That's cool. You can see the village from here, but still, we can go higher. But before we go higher, we have this area here. I don't know what to put here. I'm thinking maybe like a cool base or something, but I want to know your guys' opinion, so please do tell me in the comments what I should put here. I will try and take them seriously. But, you know, we do have a nice thing up here, but it does not have a balcony. If you want to go to a balcony, we do have another room at the very top. But the balcony, wow, that is very tall. That's very tall. But the real reason of this is to store all of the new copper items that came out. Because I have never crafted any of these tools before. That is just so awesome. So anyways, basically the entire reason I built this was to serve as a monument, so to store all of these awesome new tools that we got. Because these are the first time I've ever crafted these, and I think that that is cool and awesome. So anyway, here are the copper tools that I got. But as you can see, I did clutch a few times, and I'm terrible at clutching. But I did tell myself that once I finished this, I would try and clutch from the top. So, do you think that I can do it? Can I do it? Alright, I'm gonna jump. Big breath in. Are we ready? Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, and jump. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Apparently not. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. Please tell me other things you'd like to see me build or do in the comments. And yeah, have a good day.